Welcome, brother. It is your man, DeAndre Saxon, back for another video. Now, this is a channel that's made for men's personal development, men that want to be high value. They want to be the James Bonds of their life. You're coming into your first 6 and 7 figures in your life. You have purpose, you have passion, and now you want to start and expanding your dating, right? How to deal with women, how to deal with mastermind groups and attracting high value friends, and also how to dress. So this is the channel that makes it happen for you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's hop into today's content. What's the one trait that you can have as a man that will raise your value and become more attractive to women? And I'm not saying just by the outside look, but just by the way you carry yourself, your charisma. So what I'm going to be sharing with you guys right now is actually a snippet from my live show called the Saxon Show podcast. You can find it here live on Tuesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. EST. And so you're going to see a short little snippet that I had from this from the podcast, and I hope you like it. Just go ahead and hit that like because I know you're gonna love this and get some tremendous value. So without further ado, let's hop into the content. And so without the first one is a sense of purpose. Where are you going as a man? And if you're any ladies are watching on the call, that's okay, apply to you, but I'm talking to my fellas here. Where are you going, my man? What is the purpose? When you wake up in the morning, I want you to think of purpose as your GPS. You know, like I just moved into this penthouse right here in Medellin, Colombia, and it's in a small city out. Well, it's in, you know, they have little parts of the city called Envigado. So this is Envigado in Medellin, okay? And I needed a GPS in order to get here. Pretty much, I need a GPS to go anywhere around this city because I might know a little bit, but I'm not that particular. So basically, I want you to see as a GPS as your way to get from one point of a destination to another. You see, that is your sense of purpose. That is your mental clarity. That is your mental vision. When you get up as a man, where are you going? You see, if you go to the street here in any major city, it can be Medellin, it can be Miami, it can be Los Angeles. If you go to any major city and you go speak to 100 men and you ask these men, where are you going? Many of them will say, I don't know, or some form of I don't know. They're saying, I'm going to work. Well, why are you going to work? They say, because that's what I'm supposed to do to pay bills. If you were to ask somebody where are they going, you know, not more than 3 people out of that 100 would actually know where they're going. You see, most men don't know where they're going, and that's one of the strongest traits of being a high value man is you have to know where are you going? Where's your vision? Where are you getting up in the morning? Or more importantly, where is your GPS taking you? You see, when you put in that GPS, you have a starting point and you have an ending point. You see, your starting point is where you're at right now. My man, I want you to get very clear on where are you right now? And I don't mean so much like physically, like you're in your mom's basement or you're in your apartment. I'm talking about where are you at as a man right now? You can hear all the stuff in the background. But where are you as a man? Where are your finances? Where's your body at? How much money do you have saved? Are you locked in on your purpose right now? Do you know where you're going when you get up in the morning? You see, these are very important questions we have to ask ourselves as we start to grow older in our maturity. You see, I believe that, you know, or I believe that at some point, some of us have had father figures. It could have been your dad, biological dad, a stepdad, a grandparent, a baseball coach. It could have been so many different things. And I think that up to a point, maybe until you're about 25-ish or so, the characteristics that father figure instilled in you has built the character that you are today. But the people that I'm talking to right now are the men that are coming into the money, right? They're coming into their first $10,000 months, $20,000 months, $30,000 months, right? They're earning their first 6 figures in a major city. You can be in Miami, in New York, in Atlanta, in San Diego, in Los Angeles. You can be in Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas. It doesn't matter. But you can be in a major city. You're starting to earn more money than you ever have. And now we look left and right, and our fathers or father figures or our brothers or whoever we would call this male above us, they can't really guide us on what to do. They don't know how to deal with the kind of money that we're dealing with. They've never dealt with the kind of girls we're dealing with. We've been put in different scenarios. You see, and I started to think to myself, I had to learn so much, guys. I've blown hundreds of thousands of dollars on living these, I would say, business investments that have allowed me to get to this point where I could teach it to you guys. You know, going on expensive dates with girls, thinking that taking her out to a $600, $700 dinner is going to get her to like me. Well, we'll talk about that in other episodes when we get more into the dating side of it, but that's not true. You know, there's a lot of stuff that as men that we don't really understand because our fathers weren't even in this position. But I digress. Purpose. The first step is having purpose. As a man, where are you going? I don't know about you, but I love my grandfather. My grandfather is pretty much my dad. He raised me my whole life. And never once did my dad or my grandfather ask me, DeAndre, what is your purpose? Where is your going? Where is your goal? The whole idea of having a goal or a purpose is not something we talked about in our household, but it's something that is so important to have as a man that you have to wake up and know where you're going. And that's simply one thing that the females will find attracted to you is that they love the word ambition, right? Whenever you find a woman, they say, what kind of man do you want? They say, I want an ambitious man. Well, what is an ambitious man? An ambitious man is a man that has a vision. He knows where he's going, and he's going to be backing it with emotion. So what we're talking about is the mentality right here is you have a purpose, a sense of direction. You have a goal, right? We talked about in episode 1. What is your goal? Having a goal so big that you can get emotionally involved into that, emotionally involved in it. We'll talk about that here in a second. And it's part of your consciousness. You see, when you create this vision, so when you're writing this down, purpose is a mental activity. It's your GPS. It's your, where's my endpoint? Where am I landing? Where's my endpoint in this journey? This is your use of your conscious mind. You see, what you got to do is you got to get a piece of paper like this, get out a pen as a man and write down, where are you going in your life? What are you going to do? And I'm not here to scold you. I'm here to be your big brother. I'm the guy that's gone out there and I've done all this stuff, bro. I bought the expensive cars. I had the expensive clothes, the jewelry, the nice penthouses, the lifestyle. I'm not here to say that my lifestyle is this or that, but I've been through that and I experienced it. And I can share a couple things with you so that when you go out there in the world and you want to start moving with charisma, start attracting higher quality women, you want to start attracting higher quality friends, you want people to start being attracted to you, you want to be able to move through space, then these are things that I started to learn and went through that I could share with you. So it's your ability to tap into your consciousness, or most importantly, your imagination, and say, man, you sit with yourself and you say, as a man, where do I want to go? Where do I want to take myself? Not what my dad wants, not what my mom wants, not what my brother wants, not anybody else wants. What do I want as a man? You got to sit down, and it's not good enough just to say it. And by the way, if I were you, I wouldn't say it to anybody. It's irrelevant what anybody thinks. And if you start saying it to other people, you're going to start either looking for outside validation, whether your purpose is good or whether you think that people think it's bad or distorted. It doesn't matter what people think. What do you want? Sit with yourself. Start to understand yourself as a man. Where do you want to go with your life? Write that down and start to see it with your imagination, right? This is a mental activity right here, right? Number 1, purpose is a mental activity. Where do you see the vision of you taking your life? Whether you're a single man right now, navigating yourself through a big city, like I said, in the Miamis of the world, the Los Angeles of the world, and you got to navigate with every other guy, or whether you have a family already, you're a family man. Where are you taking your family? Where's the vision that you have for you and your family? Sit down, write it down, get clear on it.